Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Saya Datuk Haji Hamidin, Presiden Persatuan Bola Sepak Malaysia FAM dan
Datuk Hamidin issues an apology for his naturalization policy.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
The halls of the Football Association of Malaysia, FAM, headquarters in Kelana Jaya had never felt so heavy. In the past few weeks, a storm of controversy had brewed around the governing body. One that had thrust Datuk Hamidin Mohamad Amin, the long-serving president, into the harshest spotlight of his career. Malaysia had always been a nation proud of its multicultural identity, a place where diversity had shaped everything from its cuisine to its football culture. Yet, ironically, it was football, normally a unifying sport, that now threatened to divide the public. The national team had undergone a rapid acceleration of naturalization policies in recent years. What began as a strategy to strengthen the squad before major tournaments had evolved into a headline-dominating philosophy. And then, as if overnight, something snapped. Public patience wore thin. Media pressure intensified. Former players spoke up. Fans demanded clarity. Accusations, many exaggerated, some outright fabricated, and others rooted in misunderstandings, circulated wildly. Social media timelines overflowed with fiery debates. Critics declared that Malaysia's football identity was being erased. Supporters argued that global football had long embraced naturalization, and that Malaysia was simply catching up. Caught in the middle of this raging storm was Datuk Hamidin. He had been the architect of several landmark reforms, credited with modernizing structures, elevating league professionalism, and fostering international partnerships. But now, his naturalization program, the one he once championed, had become the core of a national controversy. In the days leading to the press conference, Hamidin had spent hours reflecting in his office. Files were scattered across his desk. Reports, emails, recommendations, warnings. The air conditioning hummed faintly as he stared at the tinted window overlooking a training field where young Malaysian talents practiced under the scorching afternoon sun. A nation was waiting for answers, and he knew he had to deliver them. The decision. Hamidin was not a man who made decisions lightly. His closest advisors could attest to that. For weeks, he had read opinion pieces, listened to fan forums, and held difficult meetings with coaching staff and federation leaders. He even requested closed-door discussions with representatives of youth academies and state FAs. The message was clear. People were hurting, not because foreign players had joined the national team. Many Malaysians had long admired stars who wore the national jersey with pride, but because communication had been poor. Transparency was lacking. The policy had grown too fast, too wide, too vague. Rumors made things worse. Some claimed that players were rushed through naturalization without proper criteria. Others believed domestic talents were being sidelined unfairly. None of these narratives were fully true, but the absence of clarity fueled them relentlessly. Hamidin realized that the public no longer doubted the system. They doubted the leadership. He had reached a turning point. So on a cool Thursday morning, after hours of internal debate, he drafted a letter. It wasn't a resignation. It wasn't an announcement of reforms. It was something more personal, something more vulnerable. An apology, not because he believed the policy was wrong, but because he understood that leadership meant recognizing when the people deserved acknowledgement, not of failure but of missteps. The process needed recalibration. The communication needed rebuilding. The trust needed repair. He folded the draft into his notebook and prepared for what would be the most emotionally demanding press conference of his career. The press conference. The media room was packed. Journalists squeezing shoulder to shoulder. Camera crews struggling for position. Microphones pointing forward like an arsenal ready to fire questions. The tension was palpable. Hamidin entered wearing a navy blue suit. His expression calm but noticeably solemn. As he approached the podium, flashes from cameras lit up the room like a strobe. He took a breath, placed his notes gently on the stand, and began. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, and the football-loving rakyat of Malaysia today, I stand before you not only as president of FAM, but as a fellow Malaysian who loves this sport deeply.